Hey everyone, welcome back to Technical Potpourri. I am your host Sudipta and today I'll be talking about something huge from Google. Today, Google officially dropped Gemma 4, their most capable open model family ever built. And trust me, whether you are building your own apps or running LLMs locally or just keeping an eye on the AI space, this announcement is something that you do not want to miss. In this video, I'm going to break down everything. What Gemma 4 is, the 4 model sizes, the incredible capability packed in, and most importantly, how you as a developer can start using it right now. So let's dive in. So first, let's set the scene. The Gemma family is Google's open model lineup. These are the models you can download, run on your own hardware, fine-tune, and even use commercially. Since Google launched the very first Gemma, developers have downloaded it over 400 million times, and there are now more than 100,000 community variants in what Google is calling the Gemmaverse. And now with Gemma 4, Google has taken a massive leap forward. Here is the key message from the announcement. Gemma 4 is built from the same world-class research and technology as Gemini 3. Google's own flagship proprietary model. So you are essentially getting frontier level AI capabilities in an open downloadable package. The headline claim, Gemma 4 delivers an unprecedented level of intelligence per parameter. What does that mean in practice? It means these models punch way above their weight class. The 31B dense model, for example, is currently ranked number 3 on the Arena AI text leaderboard, beating models that are 20 times its size. Now let's talk about the 4 models in Gemma 4 family, because Google has done something really clever here. They have designed models for the entire spectrum of hardware, starting from your phone all the way up to a data center. Starting at the bottom, the effective 2B or E2B model. This is designed for edge devices, your phones, Raspberry Pi, IoT gadgets. It runs with less than 1.5 gigabytes of memory thanks to 2-bit or 4-bit quantization. On a Raspberry Pi 5, it achieves 133 tokens per second prefill and 7.6 tokens per second decode. That is genuinely impressive for something running completely offline. Then there is E4B, the effective 4B model. This one has more reasoning power while still targeting mobile and edge. On Android, it's up to 4 times faster than the previous versions and uses up to 60% less battery. Google worked directly with their Pixel team, Qualcomm or MediaTek to make this run beautifully on modern mobile chips. Moving up, the 26B mixture of experts model. This is your mid-tier powerhouse. It's designed for developer workstations and consumer GPUs. The mixture of experts architecture means it only activates a subset of parameters for each interference, making it highly efficient. It ranked number 6 on the Arena AI text leaderboard. And at the top, the crown jewel, 31B dense. This is full parameter activation, maximum quality, currently number 3 in the world on the open model text leaderboard. State-of-the-art performance on a single 80GB NVIDIA H100 GPU. Okay, so what can Gemma actually do? Let's break down the capabilities that I think matters most for the developers. First, advanced reasoning. Gemma 4 is purpose-built for agentic workflows. It can do multi-step planning, deep logic, and has shown significant improvement in math and instruction following benchmarks. This is critical because AI is rapidly moving from chatbots to autonomous agents that can plan and execute tasks end-to-end. Second, agentic workflow support. Gemma 4 has native support for function calling, structured JSON output, and native system instructions. What this means is you can build autonomous agents that interact with APIs, call external tools, and execute complex workflows reliably, all without sending data to a third-party cloud. Third, the code generation. Gemma 4 supports high-quality offline code generation. You can turn your local workstation into a powerful local-first AI code assistant. If you have been wanting to do vibe coding completely offline, yes, this is now a reality. And the fourth, context window. The age model supports up to 128K tokens of context. The larger 26B and 31B models go all the way up to 256K tokens. That means you can feed in entire repositories, long document, or multiple files in a single prompt. For enterprise workflows, this is a game changer. Now let's talk about what makes Gemma 4 truly multimodal. All 4 models in the family natively process both video and images. This unlocks OCR, optical character recognition, character understanding, visual question answering, and so much and more, all running on your local device. On top of that, the 2 age model E2B and E4B have native audio input support. This means speech recognition and audio understanding built right in. Imagine running a voice assistant completely offline on a phone or a Raspberry Pi. That's the kind of capability we are talking about. And language support. This is massive for a global developer community. Gemma 4 is natively trained on over 140 languages. Not as an afterthought, but baked into the model's core training. This means you can build truly localized, multilingual experience for your users around the world right out of the box. Alright, let's get practical. Where can you actually get Gemma 4 right now? There are several options depending on what you are building. For web-based experimentation, head over to Google AI Studio at aistudio.google.com. The 31B dense and 26B MOE models are available there right now. You can prompt them, test them, compare outputs all from your browser with zero setup. For mobile and edge development, download the Google AI Edge Gallery app, available on both iOS and Android. This runs the E2B and E4B models entirely on device. You can only access Gemma 4 through the new Android AI Code Developer Preview if you are building native Android apps. For local development on your machine, you can get the model weight directly from Hugging Face, Kaggle, or Ollama. And there is a day one support from an incredible list of frameworks. Hugging Face Transformers, VLLM, Llama CPP, MLX, Ollama, LM Studio, NVIDIA, NIM, and Nemo, Docker, and many more. And for the production and enterprise scale, Google Cloud is the path. You can deploy via Vertex AI, Cloud Run, GKE, or even TPU accelerated serving. Google also supports sovereign cloud deployments for regulated industries. This makes Gemma viable for healthcare, finance, and government use cases. One of the most developer-friendly decisions Google made with Gemma 4 is the license. Gemma 4 is released under Apache 2.0 license, which is commercially permissive. That means you can use it in your products, build SaaS tool on top of it, deploy it for your clients, all without per token pricing anxiety or worrying about vendor lock-in. Google is also running a Gemma 4 Good challenge on Kaggle, a competition to build products that can create meaningful positive change in the world using Gemma 4. If you want to contribute to something impactful while showcasing your skill, that's definitely worth checking out. The community momentum is also real. Over 100k Gemma variants exist. Everything from a Bulgarian first language model to Yale University's cell-to-sentence model for cancer research. This is exactly the kind of diverse global innovation that opens models unlock. So to wrap up, Gemma 4 is a landmark release in the open model world. You get Gemini 3 grade intelligence, 4 model sizes covering everything from Raspberry Pi to enterprise GPUs, multimodal support with images, videos, and audios, 140 plus languages, a 256k context window, Agentic workflow tools, and all of it under commercial friendly Apache 2.0 license. This is Google playing to win in the open source AI space. If you want to try it out right now, links to the Google AI Studio, the AI Edge Gallery, and the Hugging Face model page are in the description below. I'd love to hear what you build with Gemma 4, so drop your experience in the comment. And if you found this video helpful, please smash that like button and subscribe to Technical Potpourri for more contents on AI tools, developer workflows, Google Cloud, and everything in between. I am Sudipta. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.